Warning. The following video will contain a lot more sarcasm, jokes, and seemingly hate-filled comments towards players and or viewers alike than my average videos. None of these moments in any way truly reflect my views towards anybody who plays this game or wants to improve at the game. These moments are purely meant to be satire. I hope you enjoy the video. Or don't. We all know that Shinobi players can be delicate snowflakes with easily shattered egos.
You got two options: create the best build in Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker, or forever be known as Push X the Twerk.
I need the best Shinobi Striker build ever.
Push X to start, bro. I need the best build.
I just can't give you guys a build that technically doesn't exist.
I mean, I
will
want
sub
if you
if you don't give me the
Tell
best
me.
build.
Guys,
You don't tell me, bro.
like
I'm
5
gonna
seconds.
unsub.
If you don't create the best build in Naruto to Boruto Shinobi
Hit the
Striker,
dislike
wanna get
like
you
all
killed.
your videos.
I'm
We all
begging
know how to
You hear me clicking?
I
You hear
don't
that?
care
You hear
about
that?
it.
You hear that?
Stop clicking.
I'm gonna get
try
you my
to give me the best build.
How are you gonna do that?
Forever be
Yeah.
known as Push X the
Uh-huh.
Twerk.
Alright! Jesus Christ! I get it! God, if only YouTube would let me swear in the first moment the video starts, this would be a different conversation! Mother fuck! Well, I see everyone woke up this morning and had a big glass of stupid juice. Maybe 2 glasses.
Lean.
Out of everyone, and I mean everyone, who creates content for this game. You want another person to create a video on the best build.
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
Fine, but we're gonna do it my way. This isn't my best build. This isn't just the most popular build. This isn't just the build you see many competitive players go to most often. This is a build where we will go over the facts, numbers, and everything else to determine the absolute greatest build this game can offer. But you better make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and turn that bell notification on so you don't miss future uploads. Before I even go through this process, I need you to be honest with me. I could go on about how heal class can support the team capability, as well as affecting teammate and enemy stats in combat. I could go on about how you won't ever be low on health with defense builds so you could be an annoying aggro to the opponents. I could go on about how range... what does the script say? Does the script say anything? Huh. But let's be honest. You don't care about being useful to the team. You're playing this game solo since you have no friends. So why bother having something that requires teamwork when you can't even have reliable teammates to begin with, let alone communicate with in any sort of way? You want to be toxic. You want to be the only one on top. You want to dominate. You want to be the only one who plays this game. Everyone else can either restart their game entirely or suffer for the rest of the match, which in the worst case scenario is 7 minutes. But if you run this build and you really want to win, you better do so in less than half the time because your only aim is to piss people off. Even modders of the God mode, one-tap, infinite ult spam variety will quake in their boots when they see you enter the battlefield and question their life choices before they either figure out how to touch grass for the first time or quit the game and wither away like the sad, pathetic beings they are who feel that breaking a game is what they need to live on a daily basis. Dear God. Well, that got dark. Obviously, if you want this best build, you need to run the attack class. So for all you other mains out there, all I can say is that there is no hope. I can say it as well as all other creators and players. Attack is by far the strongest class in the game. It's probably a far back fight for second place on who's better, with range class easily being a backseat as the weakest of the 4. But enough about the 3 useless classes in this discussion. The first step in becoming a dominant player in this game is for your character to be the perfect kunoichi. Because if there's one thing that the 95% of players who are nothing more than a sad weeaboo sausage fest even remotely begin to enjoy this game, it's the fact that they get to play an unobtainium in the form of their short stack waifu. This isn't optional either. You might as well replace that $399 PewDiePie gaming chair you own with an electric chair instead so that you understand the importance of this step or face the grave consequences of skipping it. Not to mention, along with being 6 feet underground, no one will have ever taken you seriously. You will not be remembered. Not that that was a real issue anyway, since, like I said before, you have no friends. But you even have a tombstone? A proper grave? Will your family even love you? It's a no-brainer. Make your waifu. After creating your dream femme fatale and setting the build to an attack class, now comes your choice of weapon. The class has many choices, but you mainly see people going for chakra claws. These claws allow a sub-lock infinite combo to be done and really ends up pissing the opponent off. Now while this could be a good idea, I instead want to point you to something that's just as stupid and requires no brain power whatsoever. This weapon is none other than the Asuma Knuckle Knives. While you don't have the sub-lock like the claws give, you have a much easier infinite combo that sets players up for other possibilities instead. You could easily get a hard knockdown where the opponent is forced to fall back and slowly get back up. During this time, you can set up another combo or even a jutsu before trying to find a way to get them back into the infinite heavy combo the knives are known for. Before the knockdown, you can let them get the recovery animation started and possibly hit with a jutsu as a finisher for the combo. There's plenty of ways that you can play this out. When it comes to your ninja tool, you have two ways you could go with this. However, both of them will not directly affect your offense in any way. So even the almighty kunai that is so popular among players is dethroned when it comes to the greatest build ever to come to the game. These choices are between Flash Medicine, otherwise known as the Blue Pill, or the Raging God Medicine, otherwise known as the Red Pill. A Matrix reference. You take the Blue Pill. You gain ninjutsu cooldown so you can spam your powers once again. Or, you take the Red Pill. I give you unlimited power and show you just how far the rabbit hole goes. In the end, your opponents will break a controller and shut the console down to quit the game. Alright, now that you have your basic female, cheesy weapon and steroids ready to go, we get to the part you've all been waiting for, the build itself. Now if you think I'm going to go in depth with these next choices, you are sadly mistaken. We're going lightning round and you should know why these choices are here. Except for the ultimate, I'll at least explain that for you guys. Here's your build. Oboe, Imperial Wrath, Time Space Hop, and Kurama Link Mode. Now people are gonna ask, why not have Koto Amatsukami? It works so much better for everyone. That's the reason, it helps everyone. You are the lone warrior. You are the main character. You don't care about your team. You want to compete for that top spot on your team as well. That's why. Now that you spent the money on 4 separate DLCs and took your mom's credit card to go bankrupt gambling for your fancy knives and antidepressants with Moonlight Scrolls, you're gonna use something that's so useless, nobody will even know of its existence in the game. Rio. Let's start with the facts. You have no drip. All the Giga Chads around you have these incredible outfits that go along with the newest weapons the game has to offer. You, however, shopped at the Naruto equivalent of Ross or TJ Maxx. The sad part is that your Rio can't even help you with your looks. It's only going to change the perks your clothing and accessories will give you, so please refrain from being seen in public since you might break the game. Even more. Your perks are Dog Determination, so you can keep your opponent and your infinite combos longer before your hard knockdown, Clear Mind to have an even faster cooldown on your jutsus, and 1 in a million because all you care about is kills, and have an even more jutsu cooldown is a great motivation for you to be able to go after each opponent you feel you can take down. Not that you need the motivation to begin with. Hell, for all we know, you're just gonna bully one person the whole match to make yourself feel good. Now, you may have noticed that you haven't really seen me use this build in a match except against bots. Care to guess why? Cause I'm not here to be the best. Why bother being the best in a broken mess of a game like this? I'm already enough of a Chad in this game to where my name is known. Can the same be said for any of you watching this video? Huh? All jokes aside, this is probably the best build if you plan on doing solo work on people. You have high mobility, stuns, cooldown resets, and jutsu cancels, insta-kills, guard breaks, combo extenders, and plenty of cooldown for your jutsu so you can constantly punish. You may be asking why I've seen sarcastic and completely acted like a dick also. The fact is that there is no single build that can be truly known as the best. In any game, there's always the fact that any choice you make has a counterplay to it. It can be as easy as casting a single jutsu, or may require skill and knowledge to just avoid combat where your opponent's strengths truly lie. If there was one build that truly had no counters and was without a doubt the best build you could ever make in a game, then it would make sense that everyone would want to run that build and the game would, in a sense, basically be solved. There's nothing more to really do at all since matches would consist of everyone doing the same exact thing or be brutally punished for not running what everyone else is. But that's not the case. Sure, attack class is easily the strongest in the game, but a single dodge at the right time or a jutsu with super or hyper armor can allow you to close the gap and begin to deal your own damage. Everyone has their weakness. Maybe you don't have the right jutsu to exploit it, but I'm sure you can find other ways to handle the opponent. If not, perhaps a new target is needed, and you will keep in mind what you need to counter this build you feel is impossible to defeat at the moment. Every day, you will come into this game to learn something. That's all you can ever really do in order to get better at the game. With that in mind, hopefully these thoughts of searching for the best build fade away and you learn to just enjoy the game and improve in other ways. Much like Naruto has said, there are no shortcuts you can take in order to become the best. There are no best builds in the game to be on top. There is the challenge you face and your choice to counter and overcome it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was much longer than my other ones and filled with a lot more sarcasm and jokes than I normally do. Maybe this form of commentary can be a bit more common if you want, but before we plan for the next video, make sure to leave a like on this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that bell so you never miss a future stream or upload. With that being said, I will see you in the next video, the next stream, whatever it may be. Peace out.
I want to see one of the best builds in Shinobi.
Dude,
Striker.
this was needed for an intro, not an
Why
outro. You're
am
too
I
late.
subscribed if
See-
I'm not getting no build videos?